Hey, this is Toasty Magnus, and today we're going to be playing Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. So, most likely you've heard of Dynasty Warriors in some iteration since its original release back on the PS1, and I don't want to look at the video. And we're going to try playing a little bit of the story of one of the more recently added factions since the original. Instead of the main three, we're going to play as the Jin Dynasty in a specific. Okay, it really does not want to stay on the screen. I'm going to play as the Jin Dynasty in its own specific set of, the word, well, its own specific storyline. So, what we're going to do is go to story, and we're going to go to the new Jin Force. And I'll just run normal. Oh, also, to note, I changed it to the English subtitle with Japanese voice acting, mainly because of the sheer horrendousness that is in English voice acting. Some of you, this may irritate you, considering a lot of people like to make fun of the horrendous voice acting that is prevalent throughout the entire series. But I did not want to subject my ears to that this entire recording, or this entire series. So I'm just going to skip this, mainly because going through all of this history, whatever, I don't want to spoil the story. We're just going to go for the weird and ass gameplay. So, we have all of these potentially homosexual characters to play as, and one that is not. So, we're going to go with the one that is probably not. Equip. Well, all characters have two weapons. Main weapon, you can actually change it off of it, but that'd be really stupid, is the weapon that you have the most skill with. So we're going to go with the best weapon here of the ones I've gotten so far, Stinger Claws. Then we're going to go to weapon 2, and we can equip anything that the character generally has proficiency in, and we'll have, for the most part, success. I like the sword and hook because it makes my character look like a freaking ninja. And we're going to go to skills here. These skills generally just pure damage because I'm too lazy to go anything else, except for this, which is going to be more range. And heck, let's just go right into it. So generally you'll have a cutscene at the beginning of most of these story episodes. We're just going to kind of skip through it, especially this weird, somewhat awkward camera that seems to bounce a bit. So, we are in Dynasty Warriors with our weird-ass, freaky movements. Let's kill this guy here. Now, we're weak to him, so we're going to swap to nice, cool shit and be a ninja. Ninjutsu. Yes. Looks like I just have to kill off these random guys to win. So let's just go and cause explosions everywhere. Now, this is a pretty simplistic game. Basically, you run around, and you hit enemies, and you have a map that basically says, go kill this enemy next. There's secrets in the game and the storylines, but generally we're not going to cover those. We're just going to go straight through the Jin storyline, because the designers of this game really wanted you to, for some reason, spend an eternity playing it. So the leveling system and the scaling is pretty bad. This character's level 23, and I've actually gone through some pretty harsh missions with the character. Luckily in the story later, they just kind of give your character levels to make you relevant to the right time period you're fighting in. Except for Lu Bu. Lu Bu's story that has said, let's just screw the main player and give them a harder and harder things to deal with. This one is a relatively easy mission so far. It looks like they're just going to keep throwing things at me to kill. Oh yes, sometimes you have this little weird slow-mo animations, and you always have a lot of random things to pick up. Ninja! And I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's go deal with that one up there. Realize there's still one left, so... generally you will get screwed at sometimes, just not being able to get where you need to. Luckily you have a little bit of movement. You have this nice horse here, which looks really, really stupid when turning, but yeah. I mean, if you had somebody running at you with a horse doing this, you'd be pretty afraid of them. And I think I went down the wrong random hole in the wall, didn't I? And, oh, and also, when you're running, apparently your horse can't decide to stop ever. So, let me just remove this gatekeeper real quick. And say hello to our friend here with the super move thing. Apologize for the brain rape drops. Generally, when I just start destroying, it doesn't do this, but I probably should have reduced the video quality before trying to record something that randomly spawns in and despawns so many units. So, looks like we're just going straight for the captain now. It's given us basically nothing else to do. So let me just... Okay, apparently I ran up to stop. Let me just fling the sword around over the side, and apparently this is lethal enough to kill people. Actually, more terrifying. Can I do it while turning? Yeah, I can. So, okay, apparently I have to suddenly go backwards. A rock attack. A rock attack. That's their grand strategy. Throw rocks at us. Now, looks like I'll just kinda continue to be a unit lawnmower here with this derpy looking sword. That apparently was not designed to be used on a horse. Or at least the game designers didn't think you'd actually be using a horse for some reason. Let's just remove some black units so my game stops being so derpy. Guess that's all we needed to do to stop this quote-unquote rock attack. Very effective rock attack if it can be stopped by just removing one of the mini units here. Apparently it didn't matter that I was just wiping through their hordes earlier, that didn't stop them. Rallying. Okay, they rally, but then they open their main gate to just let us in. Except they don't realize that the only impenetrable object in this game is apparently a door that I'm not supposed to be through yet. So let's just kind of nuke everything again, because this just work. And because there's still too many units all over the place. Okay, whatever is going on here is suddenly causing a horrendous drop in frame rate. And fire everywhere. Lots of fire everywhere. And apparently I can't get up quickly. Nope, still can't get up quickly. I just want to kill you, random juggernaut thingy. Those juggernauts were not very durable over. Let me try to save myself from the horrendousness of this frame rate and get out of here. So apparently, I am just as fast as my horse right now because of the speed boost. Okay, getting away from the evil fire frame rate trap. Can I remove these? There we go. Oh god, it's just getting worse as it goes on. Notes, don't try to play Dynasty Warriors when recording, because frame rate does not understand. At least maybe I should probably reduce the quality of graphics before the next mission. Actually, can I change it now? I can, okay. So... oh no, I can't, because I have to go all the way out of the game. Great design. Who is this, Konami? Oh well, it is still, I will say, it is still quite entertaining to just remove everything around you really quickly and slaughter through hordes of enemies, because the idea of just slaughtering through hordes of enemies is great. Also, two weapon systems pretty fun as well. Swapping between weapons to be more effective against the unit is pretty entertaining, and that was a very saddening main boss fight. Okay. I don't remember anything about Chancellor, so I'm just gonna... yeah. Oh no. Losing. Died. So, yeah, we're just gonna kinda go on from here. Oh. More questionably homosexual characters and another chick. So we're gonna go with the chick. Thunderblades. I like the sound of that. And... the bow and arrow and throwing knives, why not? Apparently no skills equipped. Let's go the usual pure damage everywhere. What else is damage? This thingy. And yeah, let's just keep going. We got this nice little thingy here that sometimes happens at the start. Basically, it's just a place where you can buy stuff. I'm gonna go with not buying stuff and just go forward, because inventory management's boring. Lots of talking for some reason. I want to play as that character again. She's much more fun. Oh, I have... so I only get 5. You know, this one just looks really simplistic on attacks. Not nearly as fancy as the weird wire things I was doing before. Come on. There we go. So apparently, I don't cause stun like other characters do with these blades. I can throw them really fast though. Apparently, I'm also able to cause spontaneous explosions. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna go with the bow now, see how easy this is to shoot things in the face repeatedly and win. Okay then. So apparently, I have chosen to go completely artillery with my character choice. And I didn't even use the bow there, I don't think. I think I just flat kicked that guy over. Oh no, I am going to be isolated in that one random muted guy there. Oh, I just realized I fire like 5 or 6 of these freaking arrows every time I shoot. That is actually weird. Huh. Apparently this guy just decided to apparate out of nowhere. Oh. I'm being a ninja now. You know, for a level 4 character compared to the level 20 something I had earlier, this is still pretty much easy, even on normal difficulty. Let's just so I just had to kick him first to kill him. He just refused to die. Let's just continue to shoot things. This seems to work really well. Let's go back to the ninja blades and throwing things all over the place. I think these are stronger for just wiping through things. I don't know what I just did. Okay, apparently I can aim. Ninja blades. Apparently, because they don't seem to care about getting hit by it, I can just keep hitting them with it. Can I door? Cannot door. Still. I mean, considering some of the other things these characters do, not being able to open a simple door is a little bit of a problem. Also, this frame rate is a little bit of a huge problem. I can just call. So, defeat that guy. I can't go this way. So. Oh, hey. We get friendly neighborhood enemies. Let's go through the low frame rate spam of attacks. Apologies for the frame rate though, I'm going to definitely take time to attempt to repair this for continuing the playthrough. I'm probably going to end it after this for this second mission. Because just looking at this is just horrendous. I really have to lower the quality before I keep going on this. And yes, this is not optimal quality. You can make this game look fairly shiny, but it's not going to be great ever. But dealing with this frame rate is just kind of bad. Apparently we have to go all the way around because we can't open doors. Great logic here. We're getting a little bit better-ish frame rate, still pretty horrendous. Going through these arrows over here. Just because there's less everything everywhere for me to shoot, or hit, or whatever I do some of the time. Cause spontaneous combustion. At least I think I caused spontaneous combustion, I really can't tell. Oh, apparently that's not counted to going on the ladder, jumping into it. Definitely seems like these throwing blades are a lot more effective at annihilating everything in front of me than the bow was. You don't even have to use specials, it just kind of kills everything. Yeah, I just need a good one. So the point of the bow is just to point blank use it so you actually do damage. So if you're not at point blank, the bow is useless. Yay! Let's go back to the fast killing thing. Oh, can't jump. Did not jump. Jump from a cliff. Oh no. Whee! Let's go to the super crazy moves. Apparently I had to do a pose in the air before ending. Okay. Yay! Curse to shame me. Whatever. Terrible frame rate is terrible. Run away from it. Try to escape evil frame rates. It is not getting better. Yay, Victor. Yada yada yada. We have a land now. This guy just looks freaking creepy. What does he even use? A wing blade. What the fuck's a wing blade? A rampant blade. And was that a rapier? A lightning sword. Never a lightning sword. Oh shit. Well, I'm just going to end the recording here, even though it's going into another cutscene. Actually, let's just skip to it. Oh, good. Go back to the previous screen. There we go. Give this character again. What in the heck is a wing blade? Oh, this isn't even his good weapon. It's throwing axes. Dancing Enigma. Okay. How is he on wing blade then? Are all of these off? Like, what is this guy wielding? Flashpoint. No, that's his weapon. What the heck is a striking sword? I have no idea what a striking sword is. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with this female character again, but, oh, another thing to note, if you look at the, put a mouse up, look in the top right, there's a 2P press F2 thing, so this entire game and this ridiculous enemy spam is multiplayer. Usually works out quite well, sometimes a little bit laggy. I'm probably never going to try to record multiplayer unless I get a specific reason to, but yeah, definitely will fix the quality issues, reduce it a bit so we don't have the crazy low frame rate we had this run. And this has been Toasty Magnus. Please subscribe.